Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's another Mythic Monday, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Legions Con Day 1 Mythic Legions 2-pack. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector.
And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.
All right, here we have the package for the Mythic Legions Con 2024 Day 1 exclusive. This is Gasspar the Unamused and Gawrych the Unpredictable. And if you guys are not familiar with George Gaspar or Chris Gawrych, who are the hosts and of 4ish o'clock on Wednesdays on YouTube, which is the official, unofficial, like Mythic Legions, like little video podcast that they do every Wednesday. These are tribute figures based on those two guys. So, you know, the joke was always that George Gaspar doesn't like fun, which is why this is Gasspar the Unamused, and Chris Gawrych is kind of wild and unpredictable, and that's what we have here. So you can see this pack comes with a lot of stuff. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads. This head right here in particular may interact and play around with the Day 2 exclusive, which we took a look at last week, which is the Cosmic Legions stuff. It does come with some extra parts to build a dwarf, which will not be available when these two are available in the mainline release. They are exclusive to this set. And then here on the back, there is a little write-up of the unlikely pair. So if you want to pause this and give it a read, you certainly can. But I'm dying to get into this set. I have been waiting weeks to dive into it. I didn't open it at the con, and I'm ready to dive in. So let's get this opened up and take a closer look at everything this massive set has to offer. All right, we're going to start off with what is probably my favorite of the two, and that is the Gaspar Dislikes Amusements figure, the monk. He does come with this monk staff, which I really like. There is no hole on the tip to plug anything in. It's just a standard staff, which we've seen before, and it's kind of like this bronzy kind of gray color. I'm not sure what color it's coming across on screen, but that's what color it is in real life. And then let's see here. He does come with this nice beaded necklace painted all in gold. I believe that we saw this once before with the Monkey King. This comes on him, on the figure in the package. It's kind of tucked under his robes. It's kind of like got a little bit of plastic wrapped around it so you don't get any paint rub. And then yeah, it's kind of soft and pliable, and it's really, really nice. Next up, we have another weapon here. And it is his nunchucks. So you've got like this metal chain here that connects the two pieces, the gold nunchucks, and then the little spiky pommels on the end. That's really cool. And as Gaspar likes to collect useless, needless little trinkets, little collectible things, because George likes to collect action figures, they did repaint and pack him with one of these little dolls that came with the Father Christmas set from before. So that's really cool. I think this will probably just go with my Father Christmas and not necessarily with this figure in particular. He does come with several hands. He has 2 gripping hands on him in the package. He has 2 fists on horizontal hinges, as well as some gesturing hands, which I really like, and I'm really glad that they came with him as well, and they are on horizontal hinges. As far as heads that I feel like really kind of go with this particular character, we do have this orc head that's on him in the package, which looks really nice. The skin tone is beautiful. I love the white beard on him, and the tusks look really nice. This is a really cool head sculpt, but this is probably the head that's going to go on him in the package. This is the Zindi head that was repainted from the Poxus wave before, but I really, really like this head. I dig it so much, and it's cool to have it in this color. You could even probably use this for Zindi if you wanted to, if the skin tones match, or is he mostly covered up? So yeah, I don't even know if you would have to worry about that, but that's a really cool head, probably going on the figure on my shelf. And then what's probably worth the price of admission all by itself is this head, which is the original Atlas head from the very first wave of Mythic Legions, and then reused only once for the Adamon head, the He-Man tribute figure. This head is beautiful with the black hair, little green bands on the braids, the ponytail, nicely painted eyes, got the scar across the front. I absolutely love that we get a version of this, and very happy that we have it because I don't own this head, and this is going to look great on pretty much any figure you pop it on. So here we have the figure straight out of the package, just standing straight up and down on the turntable, just so you can get a look at him. And the color scheme here is gorgeous. I love this skin tone with the white beard that pops, with the off-white sort of almond colored wraps that are on his forearms and his lower legs. The skin tone is great. The robes are beautiful with the orange and the brown. Beautiful, beautiful figure for this time of year, right here at Thanksgiving. And yeah, he just looks absolutely fantastic. I believe these robes are reuse from the robes from the last Greyborn alien in Cosmics. I forgot his name. Is that Iasipidian? I can't remember. I have a hard time with the names. But he just, the robes are great. They're wired. We're going to take a closer look at them in just a second. But I just wanted to show you the figure 360 degrees on the rotating base, and he looks perfect. All right, so taking a closer look at Gasspar the Unamused here, you can see that the wraps are separate pieces. So if they are they plugged in? Sorry, let me check. I don't know for sure. I know okay, no, these are not separate pieces. They are the lower part of the arm. They are not removable, but the wraps on the legs are. So just want to get that hand popped back in there. You can see that there is a wire right here in this sash part of the cloak that goes all the way around. So that is kind of posable. There is a wire running down right here. So this part of the cloak is bendable and posable as well, which is really nice. You have this beautiful belt. I love these new belts with the multiple straps all the way around. We have a little lash here that you could put something in, one here as well, a little loop, some little pockets, the gold belt buckle, and then you can see how it looks around the back. Just looks beautiful. And then this beautiful brown lower cloak is also wired as well, so you can get some nice movement out of there. So then you can see the figure here below. We have the lower legs here that are all like fully nude. These are separate pieces, so where you could pull this off completely if you wanted to. And we're going to get him derobed in a minute so I can show you the figure underneath. And then you have this other piece here, which might be, I don't know, is this the piece from the Mask of Red Death, or is this completely new? I'm not sure, but we're going to take these robes off of him, and so we can see this lower body. So I was kind of wrong here. I thought this was a belt, but this is actually a full torso piece here. This is one whole entire piece with the armor. It's not just a belt. I'm sorry. The belt is a separate piece. These are two separate pieces. The belt and the armor piece are two separate pieces. I thought they were made together. That's how well they were sticking together. But you can see he's got this little plastic loincloth piece here. So there's a little bit of gap. You know, you would probably want to, I don't know, maybe lower this, or maybe put some sort of filler in there for that to, you know, not look so, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, you could probably get away with it, but I could see where that would probably bother some people. But yeah, this looks fantastic. I love the way this looks. And you can, of course, pop the feet off, slide the lower wraps off, and you have a fully nude leg from hip to toe right there. Only the forearms have the wraps on it, and we would have had a fully nude figure. So this is really cool to finally get one of these in hand to see how this is going to look, you know, in the future when these figures come this way. I think he looks absolutely brilliant. There's so much you can do with this guy, and you know, let's try the different heads. Let's pop on the Zindi head. Oh man, this looks really good. It's really, really tight, but I think that just looks absolutely fantastic. Oh, it looks so good. And, let's see about this other head. I'm not sure. The skin tones are most certainly not going to match. But yeah, that also looks pretty fantastic. So we're going to keep the Zindi head on because I think that's how my Gasspar the Unamused is going to look. But there you have it. There's a closer look at him and all the way down to his base body. So next up we have Gawrych the unpredictable, the blade master, the trickster, the shapeshifter. He does come with two of these long swords, which are really nice. They are the scabbards are kind of like this greenish brown color with these little gold accents. They are very beautiful, very sharp, very pointy, and he does come with two of those, which that's really nice. He also comes with a golden staff as well, and then one of these elven swords that we've seen before with the little green hilt, and then you can plug that in and make one really long crazy sword that looks like you've fused some craziness together from Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. He does come with the shoulder pauldrons from the Monkey King. These are absolutely beautiful. I knew we were going to see these again in the future. I just didn't know it'd be so soon, but you can see here that they are, green with like the silver eyes, little gold accents right there on the pupil, and then the silver chainmail, little gold right there. So you can see that they're absolutely beautiful. He does come with two antler accessories. These will clip onto one of the heads or actually two of the heads that we're going to look at here in a minute. He comes with two of these. They're more of a reddish orange. I think they're coming across a little more orange on my camera, but they're actually more of a reddish orange. So you can use these to help him hold all of the blades that he comes with. He does come with two gripping hands on him in the package, and he does come with two gesturing hands that you can swap out. But that's it, just 4 hands. And I think that that's okay because we get so much other stuff. So here is the head that comes on him in the package. It is this orc head, and it has this green and orange motif like most of the character does throughout, with a little bit of silver accents. If you wanted to plug in the antlers onto this head, you certainly could. They look really nice on this figure. I think this is my least favorite of the two, just because of the color choices. Typically, I am 100% on board with all of the color choices the Horsemen make, but this orange and green, I'm just not a fan of those two colors put together. That's just my own personal taste. But yeah, this orc head looks great. You also have this head as well, which is painted, some would say very specifically, to look like a certain galactic bounty hunter, should we say, with some silver, the green, and more of a reddish color, a reddish orange on there. Of course, you can put the antlers on here as well if you'd like. Let's see what that looks like. We're also going to pop this on one of the Cosmic Legions from the Day 2 exclusive and see how that works. But you can put them on there as well. I think that looks really, really kind of cool. And then we're going to get into one of the coolest heads that we get, and that is the Jargwalian head. I don't know how they say that in universe, but this thing just looks absolutely beautiful, and may be the head that I use on this figure on my shelf. Look at those bright green eyes, just looking absolutely menacing. That war paint all over the face looks beautiful. This is just a super well painted head, and he does come with a little bit of tail to go along with it, so you can plug that in if you'd like. And here is Gawrych the Unpredictable, standing straight up and down right as he comes out of the package. No extra accessories or anything, just so you can get a look at the figure in the 360 degrees. You can see that he does come with a gorget around his neck, a little neck armor. I do love this style of armor that he is wearing. I think it is very nice. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the green silver combo, just me personally, and then the brown lower tunic. We will look, of course, underneath and see what kind of legs and armored boots he comes with, but I do like the mix of the style of armor. So like the mix of like the leather and then the little plate mail, and then the of course the sculpted cloth arms, I think looks really nice. This is also not my favorite head on him, so we're gonna kind of see what the other heads can do and see if anything can can sort of like elevate the look of this guy a little bit. So taking a closer look at Gawrych, the unpredictable here, again, you can see he has that nice little neck armor here, and you can, kind of tilt the head down a little bit to help sort of protect that. We've got the sculpted cloth arms. I do like the gauntlets, the leather and the metal plate there. I do like the style of armor. I do think it is very nice, and I can't wait to put the shoulder pads on because I know this is going to bring this whole look together. Underneath, he's got, we've got another set of like loincloth, like the sculpted plastic loincloth piece. We have the sort of sculpted cloth upper thighs, and then we have your standard knight pants and boots. And I wonder if this is a situation where maybe I would like this figure more if it didn't have like this little cloth soft goods. Maybe we took that off and he was more of a, I know this is kind of giving him sort of like a samurai look, and I do dig that, but maybe I would like that better if we took that off. So we're going to pop that off in a minute and see how it looks. But then we're going to see if we can get these shoulder pauldrons on, or if they're going to give us trouble. Oh, they're kind of working with us a little bit. They're working with us. But yeah, that just really sort of brings this look together, and it does give off a very samurai style look. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what's your favorite head combo with this particular figure and armor? And ooh boy, I like that. I think that looks really, really good together. I think that's super nice. That really, I'm not the biggest fan of the ortho, or is it the Gorgo head? I'm not the biggest fan of it, but that does look nice. But this is, this does it for me right here. This is so nice. Yeah, this really, this Jaguelian head just really does it for me. I think that is like really cool. That brings enough of that orange up to the head from down below, that earthy tones, to really kind of like make him stand out. That looks really nice. Yeah, I want to try taking this off and see if I dig the figure better without the soft goods on the bottom. Okay, I have to admit, taking the lower robes off really does a lot for this figure, and really does it for me. Of course, with the adding the tail, and this Jaguelian head is just, it's just the best as far as I'm concerned. It looks so incredibly good. I completely dig it. Now, if you did want to pop on some of the other heads that come in the pack, if you wanted to pop this head on, you certainly could. That's what he would look like. And then if you wanted to pop the Zindi head on, you certainly could. You would probably have to remove the neck armor, this little gorget here. You'd probably want to remove that to do the Atlas head, because otherwise I don't think the, it's going to sit very well on there without that, with it on. But otherwise, I think this head would look great too. This set also comes with two other accessories that are exclusive to this 2-pack that will not be included when you buy these guys in the retail mainline later next year. But it is this set of dwarf legs and this head here, which is the King Bromden head, and I don't think it's ever been reissued after King Bromden, so it's just in a completely different paint scheme. The paint color here matches the Gaspar figure perfectly, and then we've got this dark gray beard with this silver accent. So let's see what we can build here, probably using the Gaspar parts. So here we have the Gaspar upper torso and his belt and arms with the dwarf legs and the King Bromden head, and I think it looks really, really cool. If you want to see what this looks like without, you can see sort of see the proportions there. If you've got other dwarf parts, you definitely would probably want to use those. But if you wanted to pop on like the Zindi head and have just like a a different style of dwarf, I think that looks really nice as well. And then, of course, if you wanted a dwarf orc, really bringing the true meaning of half orc, I guess, to you could do that as well. But I think he looks really nice, and I'm glad they included these parts for us to play around with. And taking that Gorgo head and adding it to the more humanoid of the characters from the Cosmic Legions exclusive set that we got and we took a look at last week, you can see that this is very reminiscent of a certain galactic bounty hunter that we have all come to know and love. And if this was done on purpose, kudos. If it's a happy accident, even more kudos. So this is pretty cool. So just a little something extra you can do with that Gorgo head if you're not using it in your on that particular 2-pack. Okay, after getting this set opened up and messing around with it and playing around with it, I think I have these guys basically where I love them just as they are. I love the monk figure the most. I think he's the most different of the figures that we've gotten before. I don't think we've ever gotten a fighting monk before, and so to have that race, that class, that job here, if you will, in Mythic Legions, I think is finally great. And to have a character that we can sort of, this Blade Master that we can kind of sort of fit and kind of make our own kind of like samurai, I think is also very, very nice. I think I could see myself sort of painting the Gawrych figure, the Blade Master, up and changing that armor color around a little bit to something a little more suitable to my color palette tastes. But as they are, I think these two look great together. They look like a duo, they look like a team, and they look fantastic. And I am super happy with this set. So yeah, this is absolutely fantastic, and I dig it. How do you guys display your figures? Like, what were the head combos and armor combos that you guys went with for these two for your shelf? Let me know in the comments down below. So thank you guys so very much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.